I'm Clarke, the Scout Executive of the Grand Teton Council. Recently, I was invited by our home unit to sit in on a board of review for the local Scouts. And so I went over there and sat with some other of the Scout leaders and sat in the board of review. And so we had the kids come through, and we each had a few questions asked during the board of review. But I asked one of the Scouts, I told him, I said, I couldn't feel good about signing off on his advancement unless he could tell me what the Scout slogan was, and his eyes got real big. And I said, I'm just joking. I said, I'll give you a hint. It says, starts with do. And he thought a minute. Do a good turn daily? I said, yes. Very good. I said, good. And I said, so have you done a good turn today? And he said, yes. He says, I helped the widow across the street shovel the snow from her driveway. Well, that's great. Perfect. And I said, does that have any tie-in or relation to the things you learn in church or things that you're doing, with your doing your duty to God? And he thought for a second. He said, yeah. He says, in the Book of Mormon, there's a story that talks about, he says, there's a guy named King Benjamin, and he talked about service. And I said, do you remember what he said? And he says, yes. He says, when you're in the service of your fellow being, you're only in the service of God. And I was very touched by this was just this kid had just barely turned 12 years old. And he quoted the scripture, he told this story, and I thought, that's really what we're trying to do. That's really what it's about. And this was spontaneous. I was just kind of asking what I thought was a relatively simple question, kind of having a little fun with him. But he knew what it was, and he knew what it meant to him and how it was going to bless his life. And to me, that's really what scouting is about and what we're trying to accomplish in lots of kids.